Live After Dark is starting soon. Live After Dark is starting soon.
Right.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
I was actually just sitting down to pee, but whatever, you know.
What's the point in causing any trouble together?
Live After Dark starts now.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Lab. It's way after dark, really. What are you doing? Go get in bed. Get in bed. Macho is. Otis has a new trick that he is doing, and it's terrible. He's dropping. He has this little blanket, and they both have blankets. And what he's doing is he's now dropping the blanket in his water bowl. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to take away his blanket. I can't take away his water. But I don't know. He gets kick out of this stuff, and it's infuriating, to be honest with you, because he'll look at you like, yeah, I did that. And you go, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And yeah, that is a baseball game on my TV. That's true. Very, very true. So true. His blanket gets washed all the time. So I don't know exactly what his issue is, but other than him just yeah, I think that's what it is. And it's really hard to get mad at him. It's hard to get mad at him. And I don't know why. But probably because he's cute, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Josh, why are you up at 1:30 a.m.? Well, it's not 1:30, it's 1:27. And I've been I've been dealing with my nephew. I do not have a cold. Don't put that on me. Don't you put that evil on me. I had to take my nephew into, he's a hemophiliac, so his mom's out of town and he lives with me now, so I had to take him in to the doctor to get checked. And there we go. So we just got home. I was going to do a live much earlier, but I couldn't because obviously I was preoccupied. So that's your answer. That's your explanation. And well, she doesn't feel very good either. I have no idea what's going on. Just that everybody's falling apart. Everybody's falling apart. And I'm just trying to right the ship. That's all I'm trying to do. Macho's angry, and Otis is doing the dog bowl thing, and so everything's okay. Yes, we do. We have a show tomorrow or later on today. I will be awake for it. I'll be fine. And yeah, we do. I think it's just a straight up call-in show. I think that's so. Yes, brace yourself. We were going to do it tonight, but I had just issues with people not feeling well, and yeah. Absolutely not, because I've done that before and it never goes good. Yes, and the baseball playoffs have been absolutely amazing. Yeah, we'll have plenty of time. I mean, I'm a night owl anyway, but 1:30 is. I just choose not to come on this late because I don't know why. I guess I just don't. But sometimes I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess it was just stuff I wanted to talk about. We've got fires here. My asthma is. Where's that at? Like I said, I'm all over the map with sleeping, and I don't sleep uh, a particular amount of time. It's just sort of when I get tired, you know. Sometimes I'm tired, sometimes I'm not. It's very weird, to be honest with you. My sleep schedule is especially in the last 2 years um, is just changed a lot. But there's obviously people awake because we have over 100 people in here already. And welcome in, everybody. Please hit that like button on the way in. And I was going to, let me just see here really quick what we got. There seems to be I think there seems to be some like there's talk of summer wells again from people that I don't trust and from people that I don't respect, and it's kind of annoying that people jump onto it the way that they do. You know, White Boy is like, you know, he's going after Candace because her and Donnie are broken up, and you know, and people are like, oh, this is what's going to lead to this, and this is what's going to lead to that. And I got to tell you, I listened to some of that live from yesterday, the one that Candace wanted taken down, apparently. And I heard nothing in there except White Boy kissing Don's ass, taking his side, butting into their relationship, saying that I got Don's back no matter what. No matter what. And you just go, whatever, dude. It's just like so annoying that people care about that. And then the fact that he's going, you should be talking about where was all this energy before Candace didn't want to be with Don? I mean, where was that? Where was, I mean, it was basically leave them alone, let them live. Leave them alone, let them live. And now it's, well, you're leaving Don and you've been going into chats that I don't like. Why don't you talk about Summer? The same shit that I've been saying for 4 years, at least. And maybe more. And so he's basically just being a little gossipy bitch. And telling people things that really aren't anybody's business, that has in it, and it has nothing to do with Summer. Nothing, not a thing. Nothing. I mean, it's just, you know, he's just a little douche bag. Here, I'll play a little bit of it. Now, this is what I'm saying. This is kind of like prison shit, though. Yes, I will put the chat. Hold on. chat on the screen. Freaking matcha. It's just like look at the title of this. Look at the title of this. Candace Bly. And so now he's not even calling her Candace Wells because, you know, he's the arbiter of Candace's life, apparently. I don't know. He's a douche is what he is. Here, let me hide it. So we can just hear. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see that melted candle. Tell me if you can hear it.
Hey, what's up? What up, man? The title is actually true, man.
So the title is Candace Bly is with her bestie's hubby on YouTube, not speaking on Summer, but playing games, which is the same exact thing that we've talked about forever. Am I wrong, Muscles? I mean, am I wrong? We've already been saying this, that she hasn't been taught. So what? Now all of a sudden, Candace does some shady shit, and we think that, or you think that, you know, she was this magnanimous mother that was looking for Summer. I don't think so.
You got to give me a second before.
But until she fell out of good graces with Don, which, by the way, happens all the time.
I air all this out.
Air it out.
I'm just tired of this shit.
I'm just tired.
And a lot of you know exactly what I'm about to say, but just give me a second because all this shit's about to come out, man. This, right?
No, but there's nothing that comes out, by the way.
So I guess I'll start a little bit. Wifey's in
Newsflash, nothing happens.
chat. So I just went live on my channel.
Exactly.
And I had Don on panel for a little bit, you know, just basically kicking the shit as I always have for years, you know, and somebody didn't like that, and that would have been Candace Bly. And she didn't like.
And he's saying Candace Bly to sort of insult her. What did I think of Dolly's theory? I don't know. I didn't watch. I've heard it. I think I've heard that one before. I didn't like the title of it, to be honest with you. I didn't like the title of it. That title got a lot of people really excited, and I hate that shit. I mean, I really do, but whatever, you know.
That, but I need to tell y'all what's really happening with Candace Bly before I tell y'all why she got in her feelings that Don was on my panel. And I
think it's a bullshit title.
told you a little bit about it, but you don't know in the extent. And I'm calling on Diamond Creations, and I'm calling on Miss Daisy, and I'm calling on a lot of channels that have supported Candace to listen to what I'm saying, as if y'all don't really know. Y'all know what's going on as well, but let me just tell the people, and we're gonna let them decide. So Candace, so recently I have said to people that Candace lost one of her friends, right? And she got into an argument with Don, right? And she was staying with somebody. She was staying with somebody that she always cared about. That was her best friend, Dee Dee. That was one of my moderators, okay? The truth of the matter is, people, and then you saw Candace in all these weird chats and stuff having bad behavior. You saw Candace kind of flip out on me and shit on me.
Yeah, and this is the retribution. because Candace doesn't like White Boy. She's never liked White Boy. Now he's saying, you know, why aren't you looking for? He is such a pile of shit. And anybody that takes him serious is ridiculous.
But the truth of the matter is, there is no justification of her behavior.
Okay, so apparently he's the arbiter of good behavior.
There is no, oh, she lost a friend, so this is why she's acting out. Because the truth of the matter is, Candace has moved in, and now she's living with her best friend who she just lost. She's defying and betraying her best friend by being with her man. This is a
I don't even know what he's talking about, to be honest with you, nor do I care.
fact.
Not about this, but we'll get into.
This is a fact. And also,
It's a fact. It's a fact.
she's shitting
Why does he sound like Mickey Mouse?
all over Don.
Yeah, well, that's Don's issue, not yours, Captain Sabaho.
Look, if they have issues, it is what it is, but you don't just move in.
Do whatever she wants.
People, that is disgusting and disturbing behavior. And that is a
That's rich, huh?
fact, and that is what's happening. And I'm not gonna, it's all coming out. Because I had Don on my panel like I have for years, man.
Don on his panel.
There
There's a treat.
ain't nothing wrong with Don coming up on panel. You know why? At least he talks about Summer Wells.
Only if you ask him, and then he doesn't even talk really, but whatever.
At least he's answering questions in chat about Summer Wells. But Candace has this moron rap. The guy has a conviction of, he just got convicted of rape.
And you have a conviction of selling that pill. Don't forget that, Mr. Holier Than Thou. Let's not forget that, White Boy.
He's on parole. The guy Rap is
Loser.
calling, why is the guy Rap calling Don?
Oh, yeah. Don also admitted to doing terrible things to his stepsisters. So let's not forget that either.
Because he came on my panel. Dude, Rap, you're on parole. You have parodies coming.
Damn, Rap. You have parodies coming. Watch out, dude. You got parodies coming. Oh, man. Not parodies. Watch out. There's going to be some parodies. It's going to be some parodies.
I'm going to call your parole officer and clown you.
He's such a Karen. He is a Karen. He's a little bitch. I'm going to call your parole. What a little ass sniffer. How is Don ever going to get a colonoscopy with White Boy's head all the way up his ass all the time?
And clown you for doing that because you're not allowed to threaten people.
Really? You have 2 restraining orders against you. Like lifelong. He has lifelong restraining orders.
So we'll play the recording of you. We're gonna have a field day with you. You
Don threatened me.
you're a rapist anyhow.
You sell the date rape pill. You've been convicted of it. You went to jail for it. Prison, actually.
But this is the type of, Candace is acting weird. Who moves? Let me just say that again for the people in the back. Candace got mad with Don Wells, left Ben Hill Road to go to Dee Dee's house, who was one of my old moderators. And she's now with Dee Dee died. Dee Dee died.
I don't know who that is.
And she's now with the man. Like, that's about as white trash as it gets.
Have we been watching the same soap opera? Is this, have you been thinking of some other case?
And
One of his mods. Yeah, who gives a shit? One of his mods. Whoop-dee, huh?
Candace has been on all these weirdos panels and stuff like that.
That's what it is. He's mad that Candace went on. Who was it? What's that guy? Andrew, and I don't know who else. He's just mad about it.
Which is fine. She's allowed to do and say what she wants. It's none of my business, but she's never talking about Summer. Ever.
And you're just now saying this. That's the only reason he's saying this. He is a receipt holder, meaning he never shows receipts when he talks about it. But what he does is he holds things in, like he's constantly like putting bullets in his pocket. You know, so he'll pull out whatever he can to try and slander somebody, and he'll hold it in until he needs to.
Ever.
I'm sorry, Muscles.
And what's the track record? Let's keep it.
I'm trying to clean some of this shit up. It's just dumb. It's ridiculous.
Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck. What are you, 14?
Dawn goes to jail.
Good. End of story.
She's flirting. Everyone knows she's flirted like hell with Benny Keys and
Here we go again.
Ernie Show. You're lying if you honestly say otherwise to that. Right? And I mean, the lady's not even the lady hasn't been even lowered into her casket and under the ground.
It's in the ground, not under the ground.
Before Candace is laying up in bed with him. That is.
And that's your business. How is that your business?
Like as
You little gossiping bitch. I mean, you little bald-headed gossiping bitch.
white trash as it gets. But you're mad that Don is on my panel. At least he's speaking about his missing daughter.
Is he?
We never get that from you.
And never have, by the way. And I will agree with him on that. But it takes, like with Don, I mean, he's the only one that would do it. And when he does it, it's sort of nonchalant and ambiguous.
We never get that from you, Candace.
We never have. I mean, this isn't new. Why haven't you called this out before? Why? Because you were sucking Don's ass?
But how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you
How dare you?
have a convicted rapist?
Oh, what about a convicted rape seller?
You just picked the greatest friends. you can't even make this shit up, people. You have a convicted rapist. Call Don, who's on active parole. Call and threaten Don. And go ahead and tell a lie. Like when Don was just not on my panel, you weren't texting Noelle. Saying, what the F is this? Lady, if you're with your dead bestie's husband, then go live that life. What are you worried about what Don does? We don't get nothing from Summer out of you ever.
Never have. I mean, honestly, so this is all he's doing is he's turning on Candace now because she doesn't want anything to do with Don, and her and Don are beefing like they always have. They always will. Whatever.
But what are you worried about what Don does when you're with the next man? Why are you saying we're coming for you? Why do you think that
This is what it's about, dude. This is what it's about. It's him protecting his prison butt buddy. That's it.
made some like weird allegiance with all these retard weirdo YouTubers? None of this matters. None of this is cool. None of this is relevant. And none of this has
This is relevant. No, this is relevant.
anything to do with your
Relevant. Isn't it relevant?
daughter, Miss YouTubers. None of this matters. None of this is cool. None of this is relevant. I love that.
Why do people insist on using words that they cannot pronounce?
And none of this matters. None of this is cool. None of this is relevant.
Relevant. Well, kind of, except he doesn't say the words right. None of this is relevant. This is the Revenant. Dude, you cannot say. You just said the N word. You're not allowed to say it. You're not allowed to say the N word.
And none of this has.
I'm sure that White Boy has. I know Don has. Matter of fact, Don has actually called me the N word before, and not nuclear.
Has anything to do with your daughter missing. You never speak about your daughter. Were you mad that Don was speaking about the missing daughter on my channel? Is that what you were mad about?
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, what you're mad about, Candace, is you're all of 40 years old. You're all of 40 years old.
You already said that once.
Is that what you were mad about? No, what you're mad about, Candace, is you're all of 40 years old. You're all of 40 years old. You want to.
You're all of 40 years old. Yes, he did. Amongst many other things. You're all of 40 years old.
Be the one that can go on all these weirdo channels. You want to go on all these weirdo channels and never speak about Summer Wells. And you want to dictate from the bedroom of your dead best friend who's not.
This is where he gets like just out of pocket. Your dead best friend.
Not even lowered into the ground yet. Before you spread your legs to him, you want to dictate what Don can't do, and what you're not gonna do. I'm gonna have his back through all this.
Oh, I'm sure you're gonna have his back, front, ball sack, and all that, bro. Ding.
I'm gonna hold him. I'm gonna have his back through all this.
We know. Because when you and Don are alone, you lean in for the kiss. Lovey, Donnie. I love Don. Oh, so beautiful. Look at that. La 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 la, love you, Donnie. I love you. Lovey, kissy, kissy. I've got your back. I've got your back. I've got your back. I've got your back, Dawn, my little princess. Num 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 num.
You're acting like a weirdo. You're acting like a weirdo. Everybody sees it. Okay? And what you're not gonna do is have these weirdo, stupid YouTubers going and attacking Don. No, not as long as I have a microphone. That's not going to happen. You did these weird games in the past. The pattern always continues. Why is the pattern? I've noticed the pattern. The pattern is when you get into it with Don, whether he goes to jail, whatever, you utilize weirdo YouTubers, and it's weird. But there's receipts in all of this, and you haven't thought this one all the way through. And what's going to happen is you've already lost any friendship with me. Don't call me and apologize to me.
Oh no! Oh, Candace, you just lost one of the. It's not like she was friends with friggin' Rockefeller, dude. It's not. I mean, you lost me as a friend, Candace.
Because I knew Dee Dee. She was a mod of this channel. She would not approve of what you're doing. Her and this guy Fred were saying that they haven't got the death certificate yet. People, how long does it take to get a death certificate? When my little brother died, I needed a death certificate to submit to my work for bereavement pay, and I had one within 48 hours. She keeps like trying to tell Don, like, oh, she's gonna come home when they get and even the guy Fred, like, this is all weird white trash, weird shit, and you're trying to make Don the bad man. So let's just look at this from a normal lens, because you're hitting the alcohol like a motherfucker and you have all these weird people in your ear. But let's look at this from a normal lens. When you are going through it with a significant other, if you are moving on, or you
Listen to the song. Give me. I want to read.
found a fling, or you just spreading your legs wide open.
Let me just read you some of these comments. Candace is not acting like a weirdo. She's showing her true colors. Okay. She never behaved like a mother, missing her daughter ever. I don't think Don really knew what was going on at home because he was working all the time, and Candace was probably doing all kinds of things he wasn't aware of. I want to know how her bestie passed. Like, got to question it at least and know the facts about it, because it's kind of flipping sus. So this person thinks that Candace may have had something to do with it. This is absolutely disgusting. Disgusts me. Starting to believe Candace's guilt is eating her alive. Let's go back to the old saying, you're only as good as the people you hang around. But like I said, for many years, don't trust people on here. So she isn't what Beavis and Butthead would call lesbian. Do you know how her friend passed away? I don't need to know. I'm just asking. Ernie doesn't have nothing to do with Candace. You kidding me? Candace will flirt with anybody. Husband, if you ask me. I mean, it's just like keeping it real.
Whatever it is, normally, then you go do that, right? You go do that. So I'll put it back on me. Like when I was going from X to Noel,
I'm actually surprised that White Boy has found 2 females that actually would spend time with him.
like I wasn't calling my ex. Like I was with Noel all the way. I wasn't worried about what my ex was doing, because if I was, guess what? I'd be wrong to both Noel and my ex, because I would be wrong. I'd be trying Noel by sideways telling her I'm 100% into her, right? Why do I care what my ex does? That means I'm not over my ex. If I'm doing, Candace, you're not like, I'm starting to think that you and Ziggy have the same IQ points, like tree bark. Like you haven't thought this through, but what you're not going to do is threaten Don or any of this with your little internet friends. You know what you should do? You should make 1 million internet friends, and you should talk about Summer Wells every second of the day on all of their channels.
Yeah, but where was this 4 years ago? Yeah, don't threaten Don. Don't you dare threaten Donnie. Oh my God, Donnie.
That's what you should do. You shouldn't.
Don is how he sort of stays relevant, I guess, is that he has quote unquote direct access to Don. But, you know, I think the warranties ran out on that shit too.
Say I'm coming after you, Don.
Please hit that like button on the way in. And Deb Vlogs, thank you for 3 months. Thank you. It's very much appreciated. Thank you, Deb.
Or you shouldn't get a rapist to contact your husband and say that that he's coming after him, because at that point all Don should have to worry about is his hiney hole. He
What?
doesn't want Rap to pork his hiney hole.
What does that mean?
Because we know that Rap is a rapist. But what you shouldn't worry about any of all that stuff. And what you should talk about is Summer Wells every second of the day until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, but you weren't saying that when her and Dawn were together, you piece of shit. What you were doing was you were just placating Dawn. Oh, Candace this and Candace that. But you have never, ever, ever advocated for her to do that. She skipped out on every single interview except the very first one that she's ever done. And now when it's convenient, now when her and Dawn are at each other's throats, and you have to wedge your entire bald head up Dawn's ass and protect him at all costs to show loyalty, it's a prison thing, I'm sure.
You should be talking about Summer Wells, because all of the weird internet behavior that you're doing, nobody can blame it on your friend dying anymore. That is down the toilet because you're now fucking that same friend's husband. And that makes you weird.
He's just doing this for Dawn.
My mod, that man's wife, would puke if she heard the words coming out of my mouth right now. It's disgusting. You're more worried about who you're going to be with and what your image looks like on YouTube than you are worried about.
What do we got here? SS Brown Baby, member for 4 months. Thank you for 4 months. It's very kind of you. Pink Rose, we got 28 months in the house. Thank you, Pink Rose.
Your missing daughter being found. It's comical to hear you apologize to me for no reason.
Well, Dawn's the hoe, by the way.
I was upset with you when I found out you were going into these chats because of what these people have said about your family and your daughter and what they've done to halter the case. I'm not upset because you're in their chats. Go to everyone's chats and talk about Summer every day. But it's like a bad, it makes you look bad. You're all.
They clip the hiney hoe.
You're doing all this weird shit on the internet, but you're not talking about Summer, and you've literally, you moved into your. Dee Dee would hate that. Dee Dee always talked about Summer Wells. Dee Dee had a decal on the back of her car that she paid with her disability money. She brought Summer everywhere she went. But you've moved in, and now you're with her husband.
I mean, he's just like a little gossiping little.
And Fred, you're like a. What type of man are you? You're a man that owes me $200, just so you know, and I will get that money.
Who owes him 200?
But you're a special type of fuckboy.
What exactly is he getting at? He's getting at that Candace is dating somebody else. He is a Karen. He really is.
But I wouldn't even believe, I could not tell you guys what I would do if I lost Noelle tomorrow. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to talk about that. Very weird, man. Very, very weird.
I haven't been able to gift memberships on here on this channel because for some reason it's a brand account, but I changed that. So I should be able to start being able to do that. I don't know why they did that. I have no idea. Why does he owe him $200?
Very weird. And I went on a rant just then, but the reality is I just went live and you can watch it. Don has to leave. And why are you calling the guy like 6 times when I'm live with him? Why are you interrupting him answer people's questions about locating Summer? You called 6 times when we were live. I'm allowed to talk to Don. You ain't going to get in the middle of that. You ain't going to stop that.
That's true.
You are acting weird. Nobody else is. You're not going to threaten people from coming on my panel. I don't care if it's Don Wells, a moderator of mine, a guest of mine. Ain't nobody going to come on my panel and then have people threaten. That's just not going to happen. Like, you know, it's crazy how in your weird head, like in your weird head, you're trying to make Don look and seem like a bad man. Look, y'all got into an argument. Who gives a fuck? Get over it. But in all reality, you're living with your dead best friend's man. And then you're sending a man who's been convicted of rape, like, make it make
Don't forget what White Boy has been convicted of.
sense. Make it make sense. Your husband is on
Convicted, not accused, not some YouTuber randomly saying, wah, 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 wah. Not somebody calling him a scammer or whatever, which he is, which is what he calls everybody else. By the way, White Boy, how did that go collecting all that money for those 2 lawyers that you never used, you dumb shit?
on my panel talking about his missing daughter. You can't make it make sense. And the only ones that it's making sense to are people who are appeasing you to use you. To use you. And that's what you're going to be left with.
That's what you're going to be stuck left with.
Because I guarantee you, you don't think people like Miss Daisy are livid with you right now?
Josh, everyone but Matt pays attention to all the crazy behaviors, not only by Candace, but Don also. Yeah, I mean, I mean, he's mad because she called him out, and she did. She doesn't like him. She's never liked him. Don doesn't like him either. And I know that Don doesn't like him because Don's told me that he's a pain in the ass and annoyance. He said that. Don't get mad at me, White Boy. Take it up with Don. Don will probably go, no, I would never say that. But he only said it to me like 6 or 7 different times. He's like, White Boy's a blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, dude, the guy sucks.
Because you're entertaining people who shit all over Miss Christine and all that. You had people who genuinely cared about you, but you're going to be left with people who use you and abuse you. And everything that you claim to be running from, that's what you're going to be left with. Because this is turned into the Candace show. It's the Candace show. And it should be the Summer show. I don't know why you don't get that part. It's not about Don. Candace shouldn't be the star.
He thinks like Don is like the Pope or something. I don't know.
It should always be Summer. And how dare you get mad about him answering some simple questions? How dare you have some weenie boy who's been convicted of rape? He can't even be on the internet. People, I'll be calling his parole officer ASAP.
I'll be calling his. Hi, I'm White Boy. I'm a 6-time felon, and I would like to file a complaint.
But ain't nobody gonna threaten Don. For what? Could you imagine? Like, let me tell y'all
Ain't nobody gonna threaten Don.
How the call goes.
Guys, I'll be calling his parole officer ASAP. I'll call him ASAP, guys. I'm gonna call him.
You have the guy who's 3.
I'm gonna make a parody about you. I'm gonna make a parody. Oh my god. I'm gonna make you got parodies coming, Rap. I'm calling your parole officer and you got parodies coming.
Foot nothing. Rap. Oh, he calls. Oh, you're he calls Don a chomo. Don says, "Well, I'm not convicted of it. You are." Like imagine that. But it's all stupid. It's all stupid. And Candace, you're a homewrecker, bro. Nobody wants that around.
Good. I hope so. I would love a parody that I'll never watch or laugh at.
I was just live. I didn't plan on doing this, but yeah, it's a fact. Candace texts Noelle. She's big mad. Candace texts Noelle, "What the F?" Like we were doing anything wrong. And then I'm not even gonna say nothing because Candace is a dumbass. She's just not a smart person. You have the wrong people, and unfortunately, you're not. I'm not here to give you the game. All you're gonna do is expose yourself. That's all you're gonna do is expose yourself throughout this, and as you should, because we don't hear nothing about Summer Wells. Nothing. Where's your people, right? Where's your people coming for me? I laugh at those YouTubers. None of them care about Summer Wells. This is like this is all retarded. This is all very white trash retarded.
She really shouldn't talk about himself that way.
Retarded.
Hey, white boy, what do you think about yourself?
This is all very white trash retarded.
That's not nice. You shouldn't say that about yourself. What do you think about the situation of you fighting for Don and protecting him from everybody?
This is all very white trash retarded.
Got it. What do you think about Don threatening to stab me?
Retarded. This is all very white trash retarded.
Got it.
Sorry guys, I'll take some comments. But you know what? I'm gonna let it all out. I'm gonna let it all out tonight because I'm just tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna.
I don't think you are. I think that you're enjoying and embracing it. You're not tired of it. You're not tired of it. This is what you do. This is what you do. After you get home from stomping cans at your job, you have to wear a hard hat to do it. Speaking of, what you just said. Because I think that's what he does for a living. I think that they line cans up and he stomps on them.
Defend it. It's very white trash, and let me be very clear. I'm speaking directly about Candace Bly. Don chills. He goes to church.
Yeah, he does, huh?
And then you have Candace that gets jealous of Don at church with Robin. I mean, let's keep it a buck. See, these weirdos, they can't do that, Candace. So, what I'm not going to allow is all these lies. I'm not going to allow all these lies. I will show patterns, I will show receipts, and I will show behavior. All you have is rapists, people that spread rumors and never have receipts. And that's the difference. You didn't think this one through. But what you should be doing is speaking about summer, showing receipts on summer, awareness campaigns about summer. Every single time we see you on the internet, we never hear about summer. And here you are getting
No shit. Hey, that's been the has that not been the case since like day one?
mad. Why? What in God's name made you mad about anything the man said on my panel? There's people that are in my chat right now that were in that same live that are scratching their heads like, what the fuck would she be mad about? Because he didn't say anything to make anybody mad.
Really? Nothing? He's never said anything or done anything to make anybody mad. Okay.
It's just wild, bro. And I'm tired of it. Why are you so jealous, Candace? Daughter, you know, Candace, if you would straighten up, people would be in your corner. Why are you not talking about her? It's a good question, man. This has been going on for like a week or so, y'all, and no, it's been going on for longer than that.
Yeah, 4.5 years. That's how long it's been going on.
And listen, man, it wasn't too long ago. I make a live just like this where I'm in the car myself, and she sold us out. She calls and apologizes. All that's cool and all that. I don't really care about who and whose chat. I don't care about that shit, man. But what's not cool is like I'm starting to see like some shit in you, and it's really weird, man. You're showing me like vindictive behavior is what you're showing me. Vindictive behavior. You're showing me
I don't know if he said that, but I do know that he did say that he's not looking for her anymore because he doesn't know where to look. Yes, Rod, he says that he's the king of receipts. I apologize, Muscles. I'm sorry.
vindictive behavior. And what you're portraying.
Nobody cares who Don and Candace are having sex with or who they're living with. I mean, if you do care about that, good for you. But, you know, it's really about, it's about a missing little girl, Summer Wells, not white boys' obsession with Don and Candace. And that's what it is.
See, what you're portraying and what you're showing and doing, it's all different. And I'm a motherfucker that can take and show people things. You can't. You'll have some other YouTubers try to do it. Nobody even watches these people, and no one cares about these people, and they don't talk about summer, everything else. But you know, you're getting used. I'm gonna stop saying that. I don't even want to help you. I want it to burn when you figure it out.
What?
Burn. I'm gonna stop saying that. I don't even want to help you. I want it to burn when you figure it out.
I want to burn when you figure it out. What does that mean? Am I missing something? What does that mean?
I want you to look at this and be like, why? What? I can't speak for you. I can't speak for you, and this is the divorce, man. Because Dee Dee would not be down with what you're doing.
But you'll speak for Dee Dee.
Dee Dee would not be down.
But you'll speak for Dee Dee. Okay. All right. I don't know what the burn is.
With what
He wants to burn. Yeah, he does. I don't know why.
you're doing. Talking about you and Fred. You're moving in with Fred. Talking about he's got 2 houses and all this shit. Hey, man. Let the internet meet Fred. Let the internet meet Fred. Now that you're with him, Let them dox him. Let them go through all his let the internet meet Fred.
Yeah.
Weird, man. Yeah, it's weird. And I'm not gonna sit on it, man. I'm gonna stay true to myself, man. I'm gonna stay real to myself. I'm not gonna defend nothing, no shit that. Listen, man, I'm not with that. You know why I'm not?
Donna, I think that's an insult to gossiping old women. I mean, gossiping old women, like at least they do it because they, that's kind of what people do. Old men too, really. But all people gossip. He's beyond gossip.
With that, because my wife would never do no shit like that to me if I passed, and I would never do no shit like that to her if she passed.
How you gonna know? How are you gonna know?
Hell's nah. Hell's nah.
Hell's nah, bruh.
Hell's nah. I'd be so afraid of her ghost or some shit coming back to kill me if I did that. But I wouldn't do that anyhow.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because I love it. Would matter what Noelle did to me. I'd eat it and be an adult about it.
I'd eat it and be an adult about it. Like he's the biggest weirdo out of everybody, dude. It's not even close.
But this shit's ugly, man. I can't defend it. I'm not with it. I'm not no part of it. And you show the internet who you are. You can't tell the internet that I wasn't good to y'all. You could try to say that, but man, these people ain't stupid.
Oh, I sent her money for cigarettes one time. Oh, what a super nice thing to do for somebody. Here you go, Candace. Have another smoke.
So they're going to see what's up for themselves. And make no mistake, I'm specifically only talking.
This was yesterday.
About Candace. And y'all watch what I do. Watch what I say right now. She's going to try to push me away from Don as fast as she can. Faster than she slept with Dee Dee's husband. She's going to try to break me away from Don. And I ain't never did nothing to Don. I've always showed him respect. I ain't never lie on him. But, you can bet your ass that's her next step. Because you're easy to figure out. You're easy to figure out.
Are you supposed to be driving? Is he allowed to drive?
It's just
should somebody call on him and tell the police that he's driving? I don't think he's allowed to drive.
It's weird, man, and I'm not with it. And
he's not with it, dog. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm coming up on here to say all that because I don't like what she's doing to her husband anyhow. And it's just weird to me that I got her husband on my panel speaking about her missing daughter. But I should get a fucking thank you, actually. But instead,
should you?
You're worried about sending some rapist to. How is her? Riddle me this.
Riddle me this. Who has the biggest ears and the baldest head? Oh, that's White Boy.
How's a rapist, the convicted rapist on parole, gonna take the man's house that he owns? Look, that's how stupid you are. You think that rap is relevant and cool and people fear him. Like dirt to dirt.
Dirt to dirt.
It's wild.
I was about to say that he was going to, when he said it's wild, that he was going to say it's wild again. And I think that he's getting ready to, but I was going to pause it before that and rewind it to see if he did. So let's try it.
Like dirt to dirt. It's wild. It's wild.
It's wild.
And all these other weirdos. You should talk about Summer. You shouldn't, you know what you shouldn't do, Candace? You shouldn't get jealous that Tim Mullins made a post on a fucking Facebook group that he has that's named Find Summer Wells. And because he made a post before that you did, you don't get mad at Tim Mullins. You thank him. It's not Tim Mullins' problem that you didn't remember your fucking daughter's birthday or didn't beat him. You didn't.
No, that was Dawn, actually. Dawn didn't remember her birthday. Dawn didn't even know what day she was actually born. That's a fact.
Beat him to it. But instead, you get jealous and mad at Tim Mullins, make a fight with Dawn, because Tim Mullins, who runs a page dedicated to your fucking daughter, beat
Your effing daughter. I've heard enough of this.
you to the happy birthday post. Who gives a shit about that? Thank him for doing it. Thank him for continuously thinking about her. Thank him for the years of awareness.
Your fucking daughter? I mean, really? That's how you refer to Summer Wells, a missing child? A little girl missing. That's how you talk about her? Okay.
That he's done for her. But no, you.
Well, okay, so he said birthday. Happy birthday to her. Big shit, big deal.
Get mad. You get salty. You get bitter. You get jealous because you didn't do it first. That's a...
I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't, man. It's messed up.
Candace problem. Anybody else looking at that issue is gonna agree with everything I just said firsthand. They're not gonna lie on your side. You get jealous. You have some issues, man. You have some issues.
Is this supposed to be like him calling her out for something that, I mean, Candace has done far worse things and acted far worse than whatever he's saying, because she doesn't, I don't understand. I really don't.
But what you're not going to do is play these 1980 games on White Boy. It's just not going to, they're not going to work. Bulletproof on that shit. I'm way more hip into the streets and way more street smart than you will ever be. And you should be thankful for that.
Why would anybody be thankful for that?
This shit that you do, it's not going to work on me. And I'm going to help your husband for whatever is about, whatever these weirdos try to plan, I'm going to debunk it with common sense. People are going to see right through it. And it's not going to work. But you will still, that's all it's going to be. Nothing about Summer Wells. Just how it's Don's fault that you're laying in bed with your best friend's, who's dead, husband. You could try to utilize YouTubers to make that Don's fault, but
Somehow it probably is.
at the end of the day,
Like, Don's not exactly the most, loquacious guy that there is. And
you have to live with that. None of this has nothing to do
I did not find it. No.
with Summer. Think about if you produced the same amount of energy that you did, the mental Olympics that you used on that new man of yours, what if you used half of that for awareness towards summer?
See, like he's weaponizing this awareness thing, but you don't 4 years, 4.5 years, and now this is what you're going after her about because she's having a beef with Dawn. And Dawn's okay with this? Do you think Dawn's out there hanging flyers and shit? You think that's what he's doing?
It's ugly, it's weird, and I distance myself fully from you.
I disavow.
I'm not even showing the internet nothing. So go on, play your games. Give me reason to show them something to make you look even more crazy. It's absolutely disgusting, and this is why I want nothing to do with her. People, she literally had a full-on conversation with Noel when I was live. She's mad that the man's answering. People were asking genuine, good questions. Some I've never even heard before. Shout out to the people who asked questions. Summer is lost in this mess. Shy, good. Well, you know, the problem is, listen, I'll keep it real. Don always talks about Summer Wells whenever I speak to him off the phone. Let these YouTubers tell you it. Even if you listen to like the recorded nonsense like that Cher has, you can still hear it. It's just wild. I can't, you know.
I want to know why he says Fred owes him $200.
Don always thinks about that little girl. That I can vouch for. That's why I go to war for him, and that's why I'm saying this.
Why I go to war for him.
I can't say the same for Candace. But, you know, it's just wild, man. It's ugly. It's stupid. Just the wasted energy of the wasted energy that you would do to call.
Who even knows if she's actually dating somebody else or sleeping with somebody? White boy is completely. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she is or not. I don't care. But you know, he's getting these people riled up, saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe This is how she's always been. This has always been her. The only reason you're doing this now is because she's attacking your lover."
This guy to have called on and text my wife. Like, you're so worried about.
Thank you, Muscles. Muscle says, Don hanging flyer. Nope. But this girl right here continues it. And I can say nope because it's random strangers out here speaking up for Summer and not just for the news or for a milestone. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that it's, I don't know. It's her poor name has just been tarnished and by just scum of the earth.
The wrong things. What are you so worried about the wrong? Why don't you worry about Summer? Why don't you put that energy into finding Summer? Why? You don't.
What does Dawn do? What does Dawn do? Miss Kitty Unreal, I still remember both Dawn and Candace on your live laughing about Summer and his old boss. Yeah. Yeah. There's just so much that has gone on in this.
You don't. you're in these chats. People are telling me Cher made her a mod. That's terrific and all. Was she talking about Summer? I bet you she wasn't. So what the fuck do I care about that? Oh, so she was. So you're telling me that Cher, the lady who just ran a brand new scam in Summer's name, made her a mod? Great.
Hold on 1 second. Let me find something here. Yeah, let me play this for you really fast. This was a little over a year. A member, but welcome on anyway. And the real Rockin' Robin gifted One Lab membership. Let's see, for 12 months. Thank you, Pat. Member for 60. Yeah, I don't. You're laughing. You said you had.
Where the fuck you get that?
But you got to listen to this. You said you had.
Where the fuck you get that from?
Don, you said you had
Holy
videotapes
crap.
of me.
What? What did you say, buddy? I have videotapes of Josh, apparently. What the?
I don't know why you're laughing.
Holy
You're the one that
crap.
said it.
Are you serious?
Don, you said.
How do you know that I said that? Why would I say that?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Number one, I don't lie, bitch. You can get that through your.
I don't.
Right
I
now.
mean, everybody lies.
No, I don't lie. I don't lie, motherfucker.
I'm not sure why Candace thinks it's so funny. I can play it for you if you want to hear it.
Because my boss called me, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, look, Josh.
Okay.
You can scoff or you can suck a dick or whatever you want to do.
All right.
Whatever the fuck it is you do, you little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But my boss called me the other day. I am. Yes.
Okay.
Richard.
Oh.
He called me and said that I sold somebody a tape, right? I sold some motherfucker a tape for $5,000 that showed him having sex with my daughter, right? And then I sold, and he was crying. This motherfucker was actually crying. This motherfucker is like a big shot of this community. Like, oh, holy fuck! And he was crying. He said, "But they're calling me a child molester," and I'm like, I started laughing.
How's that funny?
I'm like, it's not funny, bitch.
About that. It's not me. I don't look stupid. She does. You see Don, he don't go on panels all this time. I don't have my shit every week. He comes on once a blue moon because he knows this internet shit is
Yes, he's talking about a 5-year-old girl, and not just any 5-year-old girl. His. I mean, this is the shit. This is the shit that I had to listen to. I guess I didn't have to, but
My daughter, right? That showed him having sex with my daughter, right? And then that's the whole thing. And he
somebody said that there was a rumor that Don sold a tape of somebody doing inappropriate stuff with Summer, and his boss at the time called him, and he was upset about it because people were calling him a pedo and things like that. And he was talking to Don about it and crying, and Don was laughing about it. He thought it was funny.
he was crying. This motherfucker was actually crying. This motherfucker is like a big.
You know what I would say? Who told you that? I want their name now. because I'm going to beat the dog piss out of him.
Shot of this community, like, holy fuck. And he was crying. He says, but they're calling me a child molester. And I'm like, I started laughing.
How's that funny?
I'm like, it's not funny, bitch.
And he got so mad because I'm sitting there listening, going, wow. That's unbelievable.
But Candace she was like big mad that he got on my live. Big mad.
Yes, exactly.
But she can do and go on whatever lives she wants to do and go on and go be a mod for. Make it make sense. But wait a minute. We're to believe that he's controlling. We're to believe, stop it. Stop it. Somebody left a good comment. It said, a scared woman doesn't break down a door and yell at a man that she's afraid of.
What did they say? Say that again?
Yell at a man that that's a good comment. It said, a scared woman doesn't break down a door and yell at a man that she's afraid of.
What is that? What is it? I don't know if that's a saying or not, but if it is, it definitely doesn't go like that. I don't even know what that means.
Stop it. Somebody left a good comment. It said, a scared woman doesn't break down a door and yell at a man that she's afraid of.
Yeah, you're right. He did not do this from the beginning. He came in kind of midway. Matter of fact, he actually said that Don and Candace were guilty, and he said all kinds of shit about him, and then became friends with Don because he knew that it was lucrative, that people would tune in. So he had to suck his ass. She's like the dumbest. This, once again, this is who they're defending.
This motherfucker, I sold somebody a tape, right? I sold some motherfucker a tape for $5,000 that showed him having sex with my daughter, right? And then I sold, and he was crying. This motherfucker was actually crying. This motherfucker is like a big shot of this community, like, holy fuck. And he was crying. He says, but they're calling me a child molester. And I'm like, I started laughing.
How's that funny?
I'm like, it's not funny, bitch.
This lady, you get a timeout. You get a timeout. You get a timeout. You get a timeout. You get a timeout.
How many times are you going to say that?
This lady, you get a timeout. 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 Don't be putting words in my mouth. How does rap fit into this? This baby girl's case is money maker for those low life. I don't know. He doesn't fit into any of it. Candace thinks,
And neither do you.
I can't explain it, man. You want me to explain it? I don't know, man. Here's two ways I can give it to you, right? If you look at the time and this is not my opinion. Well, I guess it's my opinion, but you've seen this for your own eyes, right? If you remember when Don went to jail, man, how did Candace behave?
You've seen this for your own eyes.
Was she flirty? Was she trying to get with people? I mean, come on, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
I hope you feel better, Debbie. That's just awful stuff.
Yeah. But we saw it. But if you don't want to take that example, sometimes people will come in my chat. Somebody recently,
when him and I were having that conversation, and he said that, I felt my face get like flushed, like hot. I felt like I could feel it. And that's only happened to me probably 2 or 3 times in my life. You know.
so that's one example, right? Then somebody recently was like, "Oh, Andrew is taking shots at you, white boy," and I'm literally like, "Who? Andrew? That dude is a clout junkie. He's begging for me to say his name. That's what he wants me to do."
Oh, you just did.
He is a nobody, a lame, a square, a doofus, right? That's how I honestly feel. But the person who asked me that thinks that he's a somebody, right? So that's how I act. Excuse me. That is how I perceive Candace with rap. Maybe she thinks he's a somebody. In reality, the dude's a rapist on parole. Like, he's like 3 foot tall. There's videos of the guy. Have you heard what the guy said to the girl? It's all over the internet. I mean, maybe she perceives it. I don't know. I don't care. It's just weird, man. None of this has nothing to do with Summer. She's been lost in it. But you're not going to include me in your stupid YouTube games.
You've been lost in it. Like, you're part of the reason. And now you're running interference for your boyfriend, Don. But by the way, Don doesn't give a shit about you. He just has you around doing his bidding. And by the way, Don wanted me to do his bidding for him. And I would have done it way better, because he even tried to get me to be his mouthpiece, for lack of a better term. And I told him, no, absolutely not. I'm not going to say things that aren't true. I'm not going to defend you just for defending's sake. I'm going to say how I feel. And he didn't like that. And so, he got stuck with you probably.
You're not going to attack Don. You're not going to
attack Don.
I'm going to give him a microphone. I'm going to be right here. I see the whole play. I see everything that's going on. And I will be here with a fucking microphone, right? To call it all out. But you know what? It's all stupid. I don't want to call it all out. It all shouldn't happen. Everyone should be talking about Summer.
Okay, right.
But if that's not what's going to happen, and you want to push against the grain, then let's play. I don't usually lose on this YouTube thing. I normally don't.
Really? Because you have 2 protective orders against you from 2 different YouTubers. You stay losing. But
go ahead, Candace. Let's see you to be the one to prove me wrong. Yeah. And your new man owes me money. Your new man owes me money. I don't condone no homewrecker type activity, so I want that bread back. And I bet you I get it back. I bet you I get it back. I was going to buy a motorcycle off my moderator when things were normal.
But you're not allowed to drive.
But I don't condone fuckboys. I don't condone thoughts. Sluts, YouTube whores. I'm just not with it. I call that out. So I call that out.
Sluts and whores.
Call sluts. You don't condone fuckboys when things were normal. But I don't condone fuckboys. I don't condone thoughts. Sluts, YouTube whores. I'm just not with it. I call that out.
He ain't with it.
So I call that out. I'm gonna need that back.
He what back? So he gave somebody some money and now he wants it back? Too bad. They're disrespectful to everybody. They're just they're peas in a pod. But once again, and white boy, when you listen to this, and you will, Don hates you. He does not like you. He talks shit about you a lot. He can't stand you. He thinks you're weird. He's told me that. I even have receipts, but I wouldn't show it. And I get to do it. You want to see the receipts? Oh, I got receipts. No idea.
It's just weird, man. No problem, Rousey.
Like Don is a complete pile of shit, and I don't like the guy for the things that he's done. I wouldn't really want to spend any time around him, but in a situation where you're going to force me to have to like sit in a room with one of them, I would choose Don, unfortunately. I've talked to Don before many times, had a couple okay conversations with him here and there. You know, he has a way of trying to get you to, you know, be sympathetic towards him, and you know, he can have a conversation, sort of. But I wouldn't even want to be in the same room as.
All right,
I mean, I could choose. I know I could, and it would be Don, but you know, the world has to be ending.
Jumping off this thing, it's just gross. I really don't know what to say. I just can't stand to see it. And listen, man, there's a lot else I could say. There's a lot else I could show. She's not thinking.
Yeah. Yes, Don threatened to kill me, and I would still rather. I would choose Don.
Thinking this one through. You know what I'm saying? She's not thinking this one through, and these people are just. It's comical to me. It's funny. It's.
There was one, dude. There was one time. I don't even remember. Maybe this was with Doug, but Don was on panel, and he kept like showing his nipple to everybody. I don't know if any of you remember that. Yeah, he did threaten to stab me. He certainly did.
This is what I.
Matter of fact. This is so funny. Like,
I will fucking kill you if I find you, bitch. I promise you.
you know, Don, that's
If I find you,
you know,
I will kill you,
you know,
motherfucker. This is no. You need to call the cops right now.
yeah.
Please call the cops
No,
and tell them
I'm not going to call
that if I find you, I will kill you.
Right. Well, you'll
Call them
you know
now.
that you can go to
I'm
jail
on
for that.
probation. Hey, don't forget.
Yeah.
Call my probation
I'm
officer.
not going to do that.
Call my probation officer. I want you to.
I don't want to.
Because I'm afraid that if I find you, I'm going to kill you, John. I'm not fucking with you. I will do it. I will stick a knife right in your throat.
That is what was going on the night before he went to the Christmas tree thing, which was a beautiful event, by the way, to everybody that was involved. It was beautiful. This was happening at night. And you know, I know people are going to say, well, he was drunk. I've been drunk before.
I will fucking kill you if I find you, bitch.
I think
I will fucking kill you if I find you, bitch. I promise you.
You know, Don, that's
if I find you,
you know,
I will kill you, motherfucker. This is no. You need to call the cops right now.
Yeah.
Please call the cops and tell them
I'm not going to call
that if I find you, I will kill you.
Right. Well, you'll
call them now.
Know that you can go to
I'm on probation. Hey, don't forget. Yeah. Call my probation officer.
I'm not going to do that.
Call my probation officer. I want you to.
I don't want to.
Because I'm afraid that if I find you, I'm going to kill you, John. I'm not fucking with you. I will do it. I will stick a knife right in your throat. Yeah, is what that happened. Those were the days. Oh, that was just the one time that I got it on recording. I mean, he's threatened me many times. Not quite as hard as that, but I know. It's just like, I'm going to kill you, Josh. I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to stab you. He probably would have if I was right in front of him. Of course, I wouldn't just sit there and let him do it. You know, I'm not going to let a 60-year-old man try and stab me in the neck. But yeah, so I just wanted to help him find his daughter. Swear to God, that's it. I'd still help him. I would. I threatened, or we were going to put a search group together and go to Tennessee. And he was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then the very next day, we were planning it. And the very next day, he called it off. And, yeah, I don't know, man. If Don called me tomorrow and said, look, let's let bygones be bygones. I need your help. Can you put me in contact with, you know, CCF, or will you get me some flyers or whatever? I would do it. I was there for the toilet night. Yes, there was a couple of them. Once I saw his twigs and berries, and it sucked. It was horrible. You know. But yeah, I would absolutely do it. I would. Candace too. Candace too. I promise you I would. So anyway, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I know it was super late.
Toilet night. I'll see if I can find it. He took a crap on live, I think, in the phone, and then instead of setting the phone down, like it was faced up, and he would like had, yeah, those got sent back to the company too and recycled. Yes, and then he said I never sent them, and he just lied about that whole thing. And then White Boy said that I collected money for the flyers. I never collected a dime for those flyers. You know. Yeah, he definitely sat on the toilet. Yeah, it was terrible. It was one of the worst things. One of the worst things ever. Anyway, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. And I'll see you, I guess, later today for Dr. Gary and I's call-in. 11 a.m. Scotland. Thanks for the company, guys. Appreciate you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly.
Nah, it wasn't yours, thank God. Oh, you have it? They threw other flyers away. I don't think they threw mine because they never got signed for. Canadian Mama Bear! Muscles, thank you for your super chat. It's very kind of you. Thank you. And thank you to everybody.
Lab After Dark is starting soon. Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Right.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
actually just sitting down to feed, but whatever, you know.
What's the point in causing big ruckus in the desert?
Live after dark.